Welcome to lesson number 16 of Mukhtasar al-Qudoori. Right, so Ghadir, this word Ghadir, it means pool. Al-Azim means large. Alladhi, which. La yataharrak, this is a verb from the bab taharraka, yataharraku, taharraka yataharraku taharrukan, harakaf, which means to shake or to move. Ahad is one, means one. Tarafay, this is actually dual of taraf, and it's tarafaini plus the hu. And we've done this before, yadayhi, rijlayhi. Okay, the noon gets cut off and it becomes tarafayhi. Bi tahrik, tahrik, we've done that. It's the masdar of masdar. Actually, this is from the bab harraka yuharriku, tahrik. At-taraf, side. Al-akhar, other. Waqa'at, we've done this before, it falls in. Ahad, we've done that. Janibayhi, janibay. Again, it's like tarafayhi, it's dual originally. Janibain, which means two sides, plus hu. Okay, so it means two sides. Najasatun, we've done this, means impurity. Jaza, from jaza yajuzu, which means permissible. Al-wudhu, we've done this. Janib, we've just done this over here. Al-akhar, other. Al-zahir, apparent. Okay, zahir means apparent. And then najasata, najasa, and this la tasilu, this is from wasala yasilu. Okay, wasala yasilu, it means to reach. Okay, to reach. Ilayhi, to it. And let me just clarify, these are damirs. So ilayhi actually ilayhi actually goes to janib al-akhar there, and tarafayhi. Okay, so tarafayhi, it means goes to al-Ghadir al-Azim, and janibayhi, again it also goes to Ghadir al-Azim. Right, so that's the explanation of the words. Let's look at the grammar now. Right, so Ghadir, okay, this is the mawsoof. Al-Azim, this is the sifa, mawsoof and sifa. Alladhi, this is mawsool. Okay, and you know every mawsool requires a sila. So all of this, like I'll explain in a bit, will be the sila. Yataharrak, this is present tense. Okay, present tense. Ahadu, this is the fa'il. Okay, the fa'il of yataharraku. Tarafayhi, right, tarafay is actually tarafayni, and then plus the damir, and the rule is that when the damir is attached to a dual or a plural, the noon gets cut off, so you're left with tarafayhi. And these two are mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so that's why you have it in the majroor state. Ba bi tahriki harf al-jar, and this is also mudaf. And al-akhari, oops, jumped a spot there. Okay, bi tahriki tarafi, this is the mudaf ilayh. And here, okay, al-akhari, this is majroor because this is a sifa. Okay, this is the sifa, so these two are actually because they are sifas. Okay, sifa mawsoof. Okay, this would be the mawsoof then. Sifa mawsoof, and then that would be the harf, the majroor of tahrik, connect to the ba, etc, etc. Now all of this, right, all of this is actually let me just show you first of all, a bit easier. This is all the sila, that's all the sila in purple, and this is the we call the mawsool, and then all of this altogether becomes actually, it becomes, because gonna go, is the mubtada. Okay, so all of that is the mubtada, and the khabar, like you're gonna see in a bit, is gonna be all of this. All of this will be the khabar. Right, so let's remove all that. So إذا is shart. Okay, this is comes for shart, condition. Okay, وقعت, this is fi'l ماضي, we've done this before. The fa'il is here, najasatun, and sometimes this happens, the fa'il, okay, sometimes it's mentioned later on in the sentence. You don't have to worry about that. في حرف الجر. Okay, give it a kasra. This is mudaf, hence this is going to be mudaf ilayhi. And so the same rule as tarafayhi that we done over here is going to apply here as well. Okay, same sort of rule. Jaza, so then all of this becomes the shart. Okay, the fi'l and the fa'il and the harf al-jar and the majroor, all that become the shart, and the jaza is all of this. So we have jaza fi'l madin, it's past tense, done this before, and wudhu, this is the fa'il of jaza. Okay, min is harf al-jar, it's going to give the kasra over here, akhari, kasra over there as well. And this is because it's a mawsuf sifa, like we said before, just like this over here. Okay, same kind of principle, mawsuf sifa. Li anna, okay, anna is gonna give it the ism of fatha, so this is the ism. Okay, and then the khabar is all of that. So we have the ism is this, and the khabar is all of this. That's all the khabar of anna. Okay, so let's check it out. Anna is, okay, Anna حروف كان وأخواتها. Oh, sorry, not كان, إن وأخواتها. Yep, it's إن وأخواتها. Okay, so that's because of that. Fatha is given to the ism. So this is an ism itself of Anna, and then all of this would be the khabar of this one. So it's khabar inside khabar inside. You know, that's something where, you know, sometimes a student can become very confused about these things, but once you get the hang of it, then you understand how, you know, structures can be found inside of structures themselves, like I'll show you after I've completed this. Right, so la tasilu, this is from wasala yasilu, wasala yasilu. Okay, and this is present feminine. Okay, F for feminine, and the fa'il is here, which actually goes back to najasa. Okay, najasa, and ilayhi, right, ilayhi, we have this ilayhi, to it, like we said before, goes back to janib al-akhar. Okay, la tasil ilayhi. Alright, so how does this work? So let me just choose appropriate colors here. This would, okay, first of all, this, all of this is the khabar of najasa, and then all of this, okay, becomes the khabar. So let me just do that, all that one color. Okay, all of that becomes the khabar of zahir, and then all of this, okay, choose another color here, become the jaza of idha, and then all of this, another color, it actually becomes the khabar, oops, too far there, all that becomes the khabar of this, and wal ghadir al-azim, all of that becomes the mubtada. Okay, so hope that that clears it up. Right, let's look at the lessons that we can learn from the text. Okay, here Imam al-Qudoori, what he wants to explain is the ruling of a large pond, a large pool. Okay, so what's the ruling if you have water which is in the form of a large pool, and some impurity falls into this large pool? Does all the water become impure? Okay, so is it impure or not? Yes or no? So here's the issue with regards to that. So here Imam Quduri has actually mentioned a principle according to the Hanafis, and this is the principle, right, which is that a large pool is actually something which, if impurity was to fall into it, right, then the water itself has to be looked at. Okay, so if the large pool is so big, right, it's so big that the one side of it, side number one, okay, if you were to shake the water over here, the ripples of the water would not be able to reach the other side. Okay, this would be called or considered to be al-Ghadir al-Azim. Okay, where if water was to be moved over here, okay, that's movement. If there was movement on one side, then the effect of that would not cause the other side of the water to shake. Okay, this is al-Ghadir al-Azim, like I said. So the ruling is this: if impurity was to fall into the water, so let's say for example impurity fell there, so if impurity fell there, then you are technically allowed to perform wudhu from this side. So from this side you're allowed to perform wudhu, and the reason for that is because the movement, okay, of the impurity, because the ripples and the waves can't move, then it means that the impurity would not be able to move very far, so it would stay really kind of restricted around that area, and so this area would be considered to be clean. That's the theory behind it, that a large volume of water, if impurity falls on one side, then you're allowed to perform wudu on the other side. Now let me give you a few, I found a few clips, okay, that can show you how exactly what a large pool is, what a small pool is. Okay, so here if you notice, you can see little kids playing in the pool, and as they are moving around, the water, the ripples, they go everywhere. So if impurity, let's say for example, let's say impurity was to fall in this area of the pool, then you would not be able to perform wudu from the other side of the pool, and that's simply because the impurity would be able to reach there. Okay, here's another example of a pool, and if you notice, okay, this is a large pool, this is a pond actually, and what happens here is, if you notice, the ripples, they actually go out and they don't really reach the other side of the pool. Okay, so because of that, if impurity was to fall somewhere around here, then it'd be fine according to the text to perform wudu from somewhere on the other side. Okay, so if you notice, the ripples, they move, okay, but they don't get very far. So that's basically what Imam Quduri wants to explain to us in this mas'ala. So let me just translate this. So a large pool which one of the sides does not move when another side is moved, when impurity falls in one of the banks or one of the sides, then wudu is permissible from the other side, because apparently the impurity does not reach it, i.e. the impurity does not reach the other side. Hope that makes sense. Jazakumullah khair.